The next topic is Raśis and Nakṣatras. Remember, the grahas are the first pillar of astrology, and the Raśis and Nakṣatras are the second pillar. So let's look at them. Here's a chart. This chart assumes that we are standing on the equator. Okay, and if we look to the east, we see it happens to be the vernal equinox, and it's midnight, and we just see the first Rashi, Mesha, or Aries, rising over the horizon. Similarly, if we look in the west, we see the constellation Tula, or Libra, is just setting. Okay, and here's the pole star right on the horizon in the north. Why? Because we're standing on the equator, right? Okay. So we need to understand how physically the different signs are situated in the sky. If the first degree of Mesha is rising, then also the first degree of the Ashvini Nakshatra is rising. You see, the Raśis, the 12 Raśis, and the 27 Nakṣatras are both fixed stars. In other words, they're always in the same position in relation to each other. Ashwini Nakshatra is always next to Mesha Rashi. And Bharani Nakshatra is always next to Mesha Rashi, and so on. The signs and the nakshatras are in a fixed relationship with each other.
Why do you say ascending if it's going below the horizon?
Because it's coming up. It's in the east. The stars are moving this way.
Oh, okay.
The east is always rising. The west is always setting. So we call it the ascendant and the descendant. Right now, the way this chart is set up, Mesha Rashi and Ashwini Nakshatra are rising or ascending. That's the ascendant. And the descendant is Tula Rashi and Chitra Nakshatra. Let's give another picture of, just to make this really clear. Okay. Here's the Earth in the middle. And so the extension of the Earth's equator is out here. This is the celestial equator. See, here's the label down here, celestial equator. And here's the, where is the ecliptic label? Oh, there it is. Ecliptic is labeled here. And then the sun is going around every year. It takes 1 year. The sun takes 1 year to move around the ecliptic from our point of view. And so because the ecliptic is inclined by 23.5 degrees, there's a 23.5 degree difference in latitude between the summer solstice and the celestial equator. Similarly, between the winter solstice and the celestial equator is 23.5 degrees. 23.5 degrees, 23.5 degrees. What's the difference between the celestial equator and the ecliptic?
23.5 degrees.
23.5 degrees, right. Okay, so as the Earth is turning from towards the east, the constellations on the eastern horizon appear to be rising, and the constellations on the western horizon appear to be setting. Okay, actually, they're staying still in the sky, and the Earth is rotating underneath them. But the illusion that we have from the point of view of the earth. Remember, Vedic astrology is an earth-centered system, geocentric system. From the point of view of the earth, it appears that the stars are moving once around every 24 hours in this direction. So, let's go over the Raśis and Nakṣatras. The Raśis are Mesha, or Aries, Vrishabha, or Taurus, Mithuna, or Gemini, Karkata, or Cancer, Singha, or Leo, my favorite, Kanya, or Virgo, Tuhula, or Libra, Vrishika, or Scorpio, Dhanahu, or bow. I mean, that's what it means in Sanskrit. Sagittarius, right. Makara. Makara is Capricorn. Kumbha. Yeah, Kumbha. Kumbha means a man carrying water. Yeah, Kumbha, or Aquarius. And Meena, or Pisces. Meena means fish. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So these are the 12 Raśis, or signs of the zodiac. And then the 27 Nakṣatras are Ashvini, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigashirsha, Ardra, Purnavasu, Pushya, Ashlesha, Magha, Purva Falguni, Uttara Falguni, Hasta, Chitra, Swati, Vishaka, Anuradha, Jeshta, Mula, Purvashadha, Uttarashadha, Shravana, we should all know that one, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Dhanishta, Shatabhisha, Purvabhadra, Uttarabhadra, and Revati. Why do we go around clockwise when actually when we see in the sky every day these appear to be moving counterclockwise? Because even though they move counterclockwise in the sky every day according to the Earth's rotation, the planets move clockwise around this circle. And we will keep these directions, they'll help us visualize the movements of the stars and planets when we get into the actual chart. So let's take a look at some of the attributes of the planet, of the signs, the Raśis. 12 Raśis. Mesha means a ram. Vrishabha means a bull.
What's a ram?
A ram, it's like a really big goat with big horns, yeah. Mithuna means an embracing couple. Now, in the West, they call it Gemini, the twins, but it's not really twins. It's a couple, yeah. Yeah, yeah, because people born in Mithuna are very sexually inclined. That's just the way it is, folks. I didn't make this up. Karkata, huh? Palatal T, just like most Indians are already talking like that. Okay, Karkata is the crab. Singha means lion, which is very similar to our Leo. Kanya means virgin, just like Kanya Kumari means a teenage virgin. And Tula means scales, just like Libra, the symbol is the scales. Vrishika means scorpion, same as our Scorpio. Dhanu means bow. Yeah, bow. Sagittarius means the symbol that's used is usually the mythological half man, half horse with a bow, which is an incarnation of Vishnu named Krishnagarbha. Yeah, yeah. We're going to get into it. All these are symbols of different incarnations of Vishnu.